All right, welcome back to the 30-day Power Purge. It is day 12, and today is arts and crafts. Now, 11 years ago, the first time I did this, I had an arts and crafts closet. Now, in the middle of homeschooling, 7 kids, you can imagine arts and crafts out the wazoo, right? And I'm not really sure what a wazoo even is, but we had arts and crafts out the wazoo. So we had an entire closet that I had built dedicated to arts and crafts. So it was temper paints here, watercolor here, glitter here, stamps here. So everything was organized. It was like a miniature Michael's, like right there, so that the kids could know what to get out. And this is the important thing, know how to put it back. So remember, arts and crafts, number one, you have to make it accessible. You don't want to make arts and crafts something that the kids always need you in order to access it and do a project, and then you're the one that has to put it back up. What we're doing, remember, we're not raising kids, we're raising adults, and we want to teach them personal responsibility. And part of that is enjoying arts and crafts, but also being responsible to get it out and put it back. So now that I'm a grandma, my arts and crafts is a little more, actually we do have a lot downstairs because I love to paint. A lot of our kids love to paint. Blair, who's filming this, loves to paint. So what we do here is we have things organized in a way that I could just pull things out and let the kids play with it and then put it back. So paints, paint brushes. By the way, this is awesome. My daughter got this for me because we love to paint together. And it is the coolest thing. You can like do your brushes in the bottom. I might link to this, I don't know, that was great. Okay, so arts and crafts are contained right there. Now, make sure you put like with like, painting together, markers together, paper together. And for extra credit, I'm gonna show you how to organize all the school stuff into one binder. Come with me. Okay, so what do you do with all the school stuff, right? I talked to this one mom, and she said at the end of the year, I put everything into a big tub, a Rubbermaid tub. And then I just have 12 of those at the end of the year. I'm like, that's horrible. Like, it doesn't always like take up so much space. Like, that's not the only problem. Now what do? Like, give your kid 12 huge Rubbermaid totes to go through. So that might be a way of organizing, but for me, like, space is one of those resources that I didn't always have a lot of space, so it had to be as efficiently stored as possible. So instead of getting a big Rubbermaid tub, what I would do is at the end of every school year, put all their stuff on a table and have a trash can beside it. And then I would pick apart, here's an art project, here's a school paper, here's an art project, here's a school paper. And then everything else goes in the trash. Because number one, they're never gonna look at it again. And number two, you want to have something that they actually can look at. So here's an example, and this is Karis's, my middle kid from 5th grade, yeah, 5th grade. So I always put their school picture at the front, and then this is our, like, their test results and stuff, and then they always, at the beginning of the year, filled out a little thing about, like, describe your perfect day. He's going to be Iron Man. If you were a superhero, what would be your ability? No? So I would always at the beginning of the year tell them to make a picture of themselves, draw a picture of themselves, and start the year off like that. And then it gets to be school projects, art projects, school projects, art projects. So do you see, this is a way for them to look back at their school year and actually be able to enjoy those memories, and you too. And I have a little bit of experience with this, with the 7 kids. So I wanted to show you that as a way to more efficiently store your kids' schoolwork in a way that both of you can enjoy it, and it becomes a keepsake and not just a box that no one can access. So that's your extra credit. Let's get to it.